where I'll get started on actually implementing this. So, simple enough. We have all our information, and now what we need to do is just get it in there. Okay, so if we've got our leaderboard information, basically we've got this user stat leaderboard here, and we need a leaderboard line. So, do we know what our account ID is? Let's see, is there anything inside of like the user, the platform stuff that I got? Should be inside of scripts platform. Let's see, cancel login, platform lost. Okay, so we'll need to call get platform g platform get platform data. So what we have to do is we're now going to go through all these game objects. So we have all these accounts. And we need to make a new leaderboard line for it. So should we get just like an array of stats out of this thing? It's a username. So I'll see if this is equal to us. Account ID, and then we'll want like stats, Sub-Zero, etc., etc. So let's snag the stats out for every single board type. Okay, so what is this going to be? It's going to be the leaderboard type, right? Yeah, there it is. Okay. So for the actual objects, the account has got user stat profile, we've got online stats. like so. Okay. So what we're gonna need is stats of 0, and our user stats are like these guys. So alright, so if we are winning, what do we want to see for winners? Well, we'd want to see wins, which is what we're... What are we sorting on? We're just on W's. Wins, losses, goals, assists. I guess maybe we'd want matches played. We'd want win-loss. Win score, matches played. I could see that. Okay, so strikers. What would we want to see that? We'd want to see, because we're sorting on goals. So we'd want to see goals. Assists. Yeah, that's a good one for these guys. Own goals would be good. Ball touches. I guess one of the things we also want to see on all these screens is pretty much your score. So goals, assist, own goals, ball touches. You could get, I could see matches played. And we also need the headlines. Alright, so I'll grab those stat names. So we'll set all the names for all the stats on the board. Alright. Alright, so what about for brawlers? What are we going to have? We're going to have accuracy be the thing that we sort on. And I guess we'll have player touches. How about ball touches, player touches, and then what? Player touch, kick, punch, ground pound, and then let's just do slide. Ball touch? Oh, I guess we don't need ball touch. And this will be slides. Okay. So what about zealots? Zealots are sorted on matches played. So matches played. Let's do wins, losses, goals, ball touches, player touches. And what would be another one that we can use? Score? Yeah. Score would be a good one to have kind of at the beginning. Alright, streakers. Streakers is going to be on wins in a row. So we want win row, wins, yeah, losses would be a good one. Let's see, we want our win percentage. So win-loss. This accurate needs a percentage. So we'd have win-loss. I guess we could do loss in row, but like that's always going to be 0, so it doesn't matter. Score would be a good one to have. Score would be a good one to have at kind of the beginning. So win-loss. Guess we could do goals and assists. Would be something else we could throw on there. And for our overall, overall is going to be on score. So score is going to be the first one. We probably want wins, matches played, goals, assists, ball touches, and player touches. I could see a win-loss somewhere in here for this. Like, do we really care about assists? Yeah, I guess probably instead of assists, we might want win-loss. Let's get losses, goals, assists. Score. Alright, so that's what the strikers are. Alright, so I'll have kicks, punches, pounds, air pounds, and slide. Yeah, coming along. So matches, score, wins, losses, goals, ball hits, and player hits. Alright, so win streak, score, wins. Right now I'm working on the actual leaderboard UI stuff. I've got all the data. Now I'm basically just building all the columns for the different boards and this will be what people see on the top of the columns. So the score, wins, matches, win percent, goals, ball hit, and player hit. Okay, now what I need to do is create the, well, I need to see if there's any errors in my scripting. Looks correct. But this one here, I need to actually create some leaderboard data. Well, this load stats, we're going to need to set up our stat names. Alright, so stats is not defined in 595. 595. Yeah, it should be stat names. Okay, so overall user score, wins, matches, win percent, goals, ball hit, player hit. Strikers, brawlers. Looks like these guys need to be smaller. Are they text align center? Okay, so we've got a misalignment on our... Is it the username? That's not the same thing. Yeah, username is not the same with... Username is supposed to be 11 in the header. It's 12 down here. Rank is 5 in the header and it's 6 on the line. Alright, that's looking better. Alright, so we need to make these things a little bit smaller. So stat for these guys, let's see, where's font size? Alright, so theoretically this should work. So let's boot this up. Failed to fetch stat leaders for interval 500. Why? I know it affects extra things. Select start from stats where blah blah blah. Check that it actually does things. I thought we fixed this. In online is not a function. Okay, so what do we get? We got nothing. Well, we at least have things. We have our leaderboard information. Oh, we're on online, so let's go to offline. Our usernames are blank as we expect because we don't have that set properly. But all we got are zeros. The zeros for these guys. So, that's true, but we should be getting a score or something here for this leaderboard. So let's take a look. Okay, so let's got stats from interval, stats interval loaded, got leaderboard data. Offline. Please, grabbing from online stats. What? Selected context. Oh, I got these things mixed up. Oh, yeah. Okay, so win percentage is doing good. Winners sorted by wins. Win percent matches 4. Losses, goals, assists 477. Strikers 11 goals, 0 assists. Own goals, ball hits, player hits, matches, scores. Brawlers, accuracy stat is there. Hits is 34. Kicks, punches, slides. Zealots, 5 matches. Streakers, win streak of 1. Goals and assists. Very good. Looks like it's actually working. Alright, so the next couple things. Ooh, you can like hardly see those things. That is pretty rough. What's the difference? If I went to user stats, yeah, just can't see them here. So that's obviously just not done. So what's going on here? Failed to fetch stat leaders for earnable 500. Alright. Unable to fetch interval, it doesn't exist. Yeah, that's true. Alright, so basically, if the interval ID equals null, or interval ID is equal to this, otherwise we do these things. Looks like Adam's not going to be live. Alright, well, that happens. Thank you for subscribing, Lucas. That is very much appreciated, sir. We're almost there. We almost got those leaderboards working. Now you can troll Adam with the best of them. What do you say? Alright, so if the interval ID is null, then what we want to do is just clear out the data and return, right? That's all we need to do. I like it. So it actually works, which is kind of crazy. And it even highlights our user, like that's our user, top of the leaderboard. Well, that's pretty cool. It actually does what we want it to do. think we need some of those buttons. Is that what's going on? Very good. We've actually got that working as well. Of course, we would have more information if we actually had all this stuff working. All right. I'll be right back. Alright, so what I'd like to do is I'd like to push this out to the test environment. I'd also like to get the test environment set up and kick off a build so it'll go out there so we can actually go test a few of these things. And what I want to do right now is I'll just throw the account ID in there to start with for now. This big ass, stupid thing. So, let's see. What I'd like to do is, I think I have it hooked up right now where you can actually look at the stat history for other people. So we click on the button. Let's see, user stats profile screen. So we actually can set this. It's going to be extra data.user ID. Alright, let's see. This should be using the ID, but it's not. So let's take a look at why. Using custom user ID, 3DA, blah, 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 blah. So let's go back. Using custom user ID 27, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so that's 477 versus 174. Okay, it is working. It's just the username is wrong. Profile account user ID. All right, so we should 27. We got ... instead. Okay, so user profile equals null, then alright, well, I'm going to get out of here. The work so far has gone well. Looks like you started working on this. Looks like you got the icons and the basic colors. And we still got home plate up top and shitty Australia, so there's we'll see how it goes. So let's see. User stats. I'm getting these ... Why am I getting the ... Let me see. Oh, it's not. Yeah, it's account ID. What am I? I'm obviously not thinking properly. Try to finish that page today. All right. Well, I'm almost got everything there. If you want to see the, I don't have the usernames yet because everything's by account ID. So don't worry about the big ass strings right now. But so yeah, we've got the. If you notice, I need to change this. Which box is that? That is on the. Well, I'll just show you real quick the leaderboard. So online stats, there's nothing going to be here yet because nobody's done any online stats. So click on offline. We got overall, winners, strikers, brawlers, zealots, and streakers. And as you can see, this account has a win streak and this one doesn't. This one is white because it is me. And we've got seasonal and all that stuff. So you can go see who had the best win streak on which day, and all the stats are implemented. So stat leaderboards are good to go once I check it in. I just want to go fix this because we click into this user profile and it's actually got the user profile up here. I just want to go clip that so it does it. Screens, profile. So where's the username? It's right here. All right. Banner item username. Well, theoretically, overflow is hidden on the username. I guess we don't have the height set, which is why this thing's all freaking out. So if we clip the height, yeah, there we go. It'll clip it as we want it to. So we got this guy is 3D AA, but it's not showing up properly. All right, well, not everything's done, obviously. It's got the wrong account ID up there, but that's not a big deal. I can fix some of that. And history is 477, so we need to pass it over. I'm actually going to shut down the stream here in another like 5 minutes, so I just want to do a little bit. And come on. Alright, well, it's just not totally set up. So, I'll have to do that later. So, I'm going to get out of here. So, I'm going to check this in real quick. So, it'll all be available out there. But I do have things I need to fix. And I'll need to actually push this stuff out to the test environment and all that. Well, I will be coming back maybe in an hour or two. So, goodbye.